Today, I'm going to spell one of my biggest secrets about how I make potential clients to book me when they first get in touch with me or I first get in touch with them. It's not just about photography quality, and if you follow my videos, you know that I always show you how to attract clients, how to find them, how you can look more professional, how you can level up your social media presence as a creative, and many other topics that will help you to make a living with your camera. So first things first, make sure to subscribe to my channel if we share the same passion and you are interested about these topics, and click the bell button to be notified about my weekly videos. So today I'm gonna focus on how to treat potential clients to make sure they see you as a professional photographer, even if you are as a beginner, and how to make them love you from the very beginning. So my secret weapon, let's say, there are many others, but this one is a big one. It's to have a face-to-face meeting. I always offer a face-to-face meeting for free, even before they book me, because this levels up your professionalism and you're gonna be able to sell yourself, because everything counts and how you introduce yourself counts a lot. So many of my clients, they don't mind about this face-to-face meeting. Maybe they know me because of word of mouth and they book me right away, and via email we communicate. And that's totally fine. But many times they really appreciate when we have a face-to-face meeting, first of all, to break the ice, and second of all, so they understand everything you're gonna do for them, they see your portfolio, and they can ask you everything they want. You're gonna stand out way more as a photographer between other competitors if you do this, but I'm gonna show you how you have to do it, because otherwise everything is gonna go wrong. So the first thing you have to do is pick a nice location. In London, I'm spoiled because there are incredible locations. I always take my potential clients to Shoreditch. It's in East London, and there is a hotel there which is very creative. The interior design is beautiful, and all my clients are amazed right away. So that's an amazing first impression already, because I'm taking them to a beautiful place and very creative. And that says a lot about me and my work. So you can do something like that in your town or in your area. Take them to a nice place. The second thing you have to take care about in your meetings is about choosing the right outfit. I know it's quite obvious, but I had to say it. Don't bring something super smart that doesn't represent you. Go well-groomed, go presentable, and however you are. In my personal situation, I've been a luxury stylist for 14 years, so I like to go fashionable to my meetings because that's who I am. I express myself through fashion as well, so this is something you have to do. And if you have a basic style, that's fine. Just go with that, but well-groomed and presentable, because people make impression of others also physically, and this is how it is. So make sure you go presentable and you pick a nice location. And also the third point, and the most important as well, is bring your portfolio with you. So till now, what I do is bring in my iPad Pro with my portfolios well categorized. If it's gonna be a portrait photo shoot, what the client wants, I make sure I bring my iPad Pro with my best portrait shots. Bring always an iPad or a laptop with your portfolio prepared to show them. I know they saw already your portfolio online on Instagram or your website, but this is not enough. You have to be professional and bring everything with you to the meeting, answer all their questions, and show them the portfolio again with them, so you guys can see it together and discuss what the client wants. This is gonna be a plus. But if you want to go the extra mile, which is something I've done recently, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my Instagram stories. I was designing a photobook, a printed photobook. I've been guilty of not doing this before, and I'm very happy I did it, because this is gonna level up my meetings and is a great way to present your work to potential clients. Because let me tell you that photos look way better printed than digital. I'm sure you can agree with me. So this is a photobook I've recently done. And if you do one as well, you're gonna have extra points with your clients, because holding your work, it's another level. So let me show you a little bit. This one is huge. I really wanted a big one because the photos look way better big. So this looks incredible already. I don't know if you can see it. It's super minimal, this book. I'm gonna show you later how I've done it. It's super easy. You see how the pictures look printed? And for the client, it's gonna be amazing to see the photos this way. They look way more attractive, and I think bringing your own book and making your client to hold it, this one is quite heavy and I love that, it's gonna be very impressive for them, and your photos are gonna look way, way better. This photobook was printed by Saal Digital, and they're sponsoring today's video, and I'm very happy I did it with them, because if I procrastinated about building one, is because I was always terrified of spending days to build one and design one. Because normally it's very complicated and I didn't have the time to do it. I was also quite traumatized because many years ago, I tried to print my photos and I didn't like how they look like. They were or too dark or the color was off. I didn't like them. So I kind of gave up trying to print, but I opened the photo book. I was checking every single photo and they all look perfect. And guys, I'm editing with a MacBook Pro 16 inches, no calibration, just like it was when I bought it, and it looks perfect. The only thing I would do is check the histogram in Photoshop to make sure the histogram is good towards the highlights and the dark sides of the photo. That's it. All the color grading of my photos look exactly like I did it in my laptop, so I'm very happy about that. And as I told you, it's very easy and quick to design it, because Saal Digital, they have a few ways to do it, but they have their own software for the desktop that you can use to build your photo books or your products. So I'm gonna show you how. This is how the software looks like. I go here to my projects and I have two here saved, and this one is the one I order. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. This is the cover and this is the back cover. You can choose here on the side which cover you want and the material. Cover padding, spreads, barcode, gift box. You have everything to customize your book here. And then you can create the pages. This will be my book. I chose how I wanted the pictures to show. I love like this, very minimal with no margins. Here the next page, the next one, the next one, and so on. So this, you can drag and drop your photos and do it yourself. So I'm gonna show you how. When you create here a new project, this will show up, and this is a project from zero. This is the cover and the back. And then here you can choose whatever you want. It's very easy and very intuitive. And this is the page one. And here are the templates you can choose from. So this one is the one I've chosen because I love this big photo here. And all you have to do is click here, my device. So you can select this one, for instance, open, and you can drag and drop. If you click the photo, you can move the photo around and locate it wherever you want. And if you double click, you can reframe the photo. You see? I'm gonna put it there, okay? And that's it. Then, next page, you can choose the layout, for instance. I'm gonna put two photos here. I'm gonna select this one with margin. You click here, my device, and I'm gonna put this one, drag it here, and then here, I'm gonna choose another one. This one, for instance. You can also, easier, that's how I did it, drag all the photos to the left and then just worry about dragging them here. You see? And because this is selected, hide use images, nothing is gonna appear here. But you remove it, you're gonna see the photos you've already used, which is gold, because many times if you have a lot of pages in a book, you're not gonna even remember which picture you already used. So this already detected, so I think this is super nice because you're not gonna go crazy about that. So you put hide, nothing appears there. You can select everything you want here, you can keep adding pages, you can do whatever you want. You can choose every single thing, even the background of the pages, the material, how many pages you want, and by the end of the design, it's gonna tell you how much it is, and then you can order it. And it arrives quite quick, just a few days, and that's it. Just in this software, you're gonna be able to design everything and select everything you want for your photo book. Even if you want letters in the cover, I didn't. I love it minimalist, all black, of course, I love black, and this is very premium, but you can choose so many photo books, different materials, different quality, but please try to make it premium because you just have to invest once and that's it. It's more expensive, but guys, if you build a premium album, your photo's gonna look premium, right? So don't make a cheap photo book because it's gonna look cheap. It's gonna devalue your portfolio, so don't do that. So thank you so much, Saal Digital, for sponsoring today's video because I'm actually very impressed with the quality of my photos being printed in such a high quality. So for sure, I'm gonna create more albums with them because if you know my work, I like to shoot within other niches. So I'm gonna make sure I have a photo album for every single niche, because you always have to bring the right portfolio depending on the niche you're gonna shoot with the client. So guys, if you pick the right location, you go well groomed, you bring your portfolio in your laptop or in your iPad, or even better, print it for the client to hold your work, I promise you, you're gonna look incredibly professional even if you are just a beginner. Nobody needs to know you are a beginner. And you're gonna tell me, like usual, which is normal as a beginner to ask, is like, Laura, I don't have a portfolio, what I'm gonna print or what I'm gonna show to my client. Build a portfolio through collaborations, Print your best photos and take them to your client. And your client doesn't need to know that you didn't get paid for that job. Who cares if you got paid for that job if the quality of the photos is good? Nobody cares. Your client doesn't need to know. As long as the client sees the quality you can offer them, that's totally fine. So nobody needs to know you got paid or not. So don't put limitations on yourself and print always, obviously, your best photos only. Less is more. Don't go crazy and print millions of photos because this is not good. It's better 10 very good photos than 50 average. I always say this. If you want to design your photo book as well and level up your portfolio with your clients, go through the link below. I'm gonna put the link to Saal Digital over there for you to check them out. I can honestly say that they did an amazing work with my photos, and I'm very, very, very picky. So I'm very happy with them, and I can tell you that they're gonna do a great work. And if you want to learn how to get clients regardless of your level, check this video I'm gonna put here. It's quite old. It was from the very beginning of my channel, but it's quite useful if you need. And subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and like the video because it helps me a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Big love.